Okay, good afternoon once more. Today we are taking our lesson to land degradation. We studied air pollution, water pollution, and today we are on land degradation. So, before this lesson starts, I'm sure you cast your mind back to know what are the causes, effects of air pollution, then the causes and effects of water pollution. Okay, then let's go straight forward to land degradation. Land degradation refers to the gradual destruction of the land by the activities of man and animals to the extent that the land loses its fertility or its usefulness. Gradual destruction of the land by the activities of man and animals to the extent that the land loses its fertility. Okay, when a piece of land is degraded, it suffers from a loss of its natural qualities or decline in its capabilities. So we are saying that we are saying that a piece of land is degraded, and when it comes to that sort, it suffers from loss of its natural qualities. So the nutrients in the land is lost. Okay, the nutrients in the land is lost. So we are saying that the land loses its qualities, its natural qualities. This is all we know about land degradation. In other words, the loss of potential utility of a piece of land is referred to as land degradation. The loss of utility of a piece of land is referred to as land degradation. Okay, when we do anything that reduces the quality of the soil, then we also contribute to land degradation. So whatever we do on the land, which contribute to the loss of the quality of the soil, is what we refer to as land degradation. So land degradation means the reduction of the quality of the land. Asase no na honde na honde no so te sɛ enipa anhwɛ so yie a na yɛyɛ nneɛma bi a ɔso kɛkɛ a ɛte na honde no so. Therefore, you know that the Bible also speaks against degrading the land. The Bible speaks against degrading the actual land, because when you degrade the land or when the land is being destroyed, the quality also reduces. Okay. Now let's go to the causes of land degradation. Causes of land degradation. You know that man's effort to adjust his environment to suit his requirements, okay, man's effort to adjust his environment to suit his selfish requirements, okay, degrades the land in so many ways. In where you try, niyama yeye, eno na ma asase no nutrients what asase no na esote. Okay, so causes. One, we have land is degraded through overgrazing. Land is degraded through overgrazing. You know what overgrazing is? When we allow the animals to feed on the grass too much, it makes the grass to stop growing, leaving the land bare and infertile. We are saying that when we allow the animals to feed on the grass too much, okay, nantwie ni nyan edidi wo grass so omowe grass no. So we are saying that when we allow animals to feed on the grass too much, okay, the grass will stop growing and it will leave the land bare and infertile. So in other words, overgrazing by sheep, cattle, goats, etc. destroy the land. Okay, overgrazing by sheep, cattle, and goats destroy the land. That is what we mean by overgrazing. Okay, two, we have mining or quarrying. Mining or quarrying. Mining or improper mining activities such as galamsey operations degrade the land. You know that even in eastern region, we have places like Chebi, Asamantam, Voini, and okay, in Sutem. Those areas are mostly found by miners who degrade the land. Omu tu asase na, omu tu gold no asase no mu wie a, omu nkoba so. So when it happens, the land loses its fertility. So the land is being degraded. Sometimes they finish mining and they don't bother to level the land. Therefore, the land loses its qualities. Three, we have sand whining. Sand whining. Sand whining or collection of sand for construction and other activities degrade the land. Sand whining or the collection of sand for construction and other activities degrade the land. This is so because as the topsoil is removed, the land is exposed to erosion, okay, hence degrading the land. Sand whining, let's say construction. Wow, that is contractors, you know. Okay, they use sand, okay, for their various activities. Therefore, when they collect sand, okay, the topsoil is removed. Therefore, the land is exposed to erosion. Okay, according to obi abasa sa anwe a wo ekwan asase so ha nyina ebasa na the topsoil is exposed to erosion. And so to wash away the topsoil. Okay, so it also leads to land degradation. We are saying that the fourth point is improper or excessive wrong use of fertilizers. Improper or excessive wrong use of what? Fertilizers. What we mean here is that too much use of fertilizers releases too much use of fertilizers. Okay, it also degraded the land. The quality is lost. The quality in the land is lost. Okay, so when there is too much use of fertilizers, you know, we use fertilizers in our various farms. Okay, we use them so that our various crops will grow and grow well. Okay, and we are saying that when we use these fertilizers excessively or improper ways of using these fertilizers, okay, poses danger to us as a whole because the land loses its fertility. When there is too much use of fertilizers, the land loses its fertility. Okay, and the soil, which reduces the quality of the land, okay, is in danger. Therefore, we have to educate the public. As now you are aware, we have to educate the public not to use fertilizers excessively. They should use it well so that at the end we can get our normal soil for planting. Okay. 5. Logging or destruction of vegetation for timber. Logging or destruction of vegetation for timber. What is logging? The felling of trees for wood, such as timber, okay, causes deforestation, hence degrading the land. Logging means felling down of trees or felling of trees for wood, okay, such as timber, causes deforestation, which leads to land degradation. So in other words, lumbering or logging results in many of the big trees being felled or removed for wood and fuel. Okay, logging is the same as lumbering. Logging is the same as lumbering. And we are saying that these result in felling big trees, cutting down of big trees, okay, for wood and fuel. It also destroys the vegetation because plants get the nutrients from the vegetation. Okay. Therefore, the sixth point is improper layout of towns or urbanization. Improper layout of towns or urbanization. This brings about the vegetation being cleared to build houses, construction of roads, and communication lines, which causes soil erosion. We are saying that improper layout of towns or urbanization. What we are saying here is that, at first, Okrasi, where St. Mary's School is, at first it was a forest, it was a bushy area full of trees and grasses. But when these trees were cut down to build schools, okay, what happened is that now we have cleared the area to put up what buildings, even to construct roads, communication lines. These things causes soil erosion because when you are from entrance, you are from the entrance housing when you are on the junction and you are coming to St. Mary's, you could see that the whole place is eroded. Okay, erosion is being checked there. If you entrance one now about St. Mary's, we say bonka da baby so from near the other. It is just because the land is loose there. Therefore, it may lead to soil erosion. Okay, may lead to soil erosion. So we are saying that improper layout here also means that okay, improper layout. So as today we are aware, we have to make sure that when people are doing filthy things just to leave the land bare, we have to make sure we calm them down and then do what is expected of us to do. All right. So we are saying that if the land is being cleared or the vegetation is being cleared to build houses and then to construct roads and other communication lines, we are saying that these things cause soil erosion. Point number 7, bushfires degrade the land. Bushfires degrade the land. In this situation, bushfires make the land lose its fertility since plants and nutrients are burnt by the fire. I told you plants get nutrients from trees. Okay, therefore, when these vegetation, okay, are burnt, we lose the fertility of the soil. Therefore, nutrients in the soil, okay, is being degraded. Okay, they are lost. Therefore, there will be no nutrients in the soil. So nutrients in the soil are lost because of bush fires or bush burning. So make it as a point. Bush fires make the land to lose its fertility since plants and nutrients are burnt by fire. Okay. One of the causes too is that bad farming practices also leads to land degradation. Okay. In this situation, we are saying that bad farming practices like slash and burn causes land degradation. Poor farming practices such as bush fallowing and shifting cultivation encourage deforestation. Okay, it encourages deforestation, hence destroying the land. Bush fallowing, we have different farming methods: bush fallowing, shifting cultivation, bush fallowing. Then we have okay, so we are saying that we have shifting cultivation, bush fallowing, mixed cropping, mixed farming. Okay, these are some of the farming methods or farming practices that we have. But we are saying that bush fallowing and shifting cultivation, okay, they destroy the land because a farmer may plant here Then by some years, he moves from this area to another area and farm there and leave the former place bare. Okay, these are these are some of the causes of land degradation. These are some of the causes of land degradation. Let's come to effect of land degradation. Land degradation has several effects. Whenever land is degraded or destroyed, it can lead to several problems or several adverse effects. So the following are some of the effects of land degradation. One, land degradation leads to soil erosion. Land degradation leads to soil erosion. When there is excessive sand whining, poor farming practices, overgrazing, if these things are done excessively, it leads to soil erosion, which removes the topsoil needed for farming. Okay, the uppermost topsoil is what is needed for farming because the nutrients are found on the topsoil. Okay, so we are saying that excessive sand whining, poor farming practices, overgrazing, etc., leads to soil erosion, which removes the topsoil needed for farming. So we are saying that when the vegetation is cleared, either to build more houses or by surface mining, it exposes the soil and this causes soil erosion to occur. Okay, this causes soil. When the vegetation is cleared or it's being destroyed or it's being weeded to maybe for building or for construction purposes or even for farming. Okay, we are saying that when these things are done to build houses or even for mining, it exposes the topsoil. The topsoil becomes bare, which causes soil erosion. Okay. Two, we have land degradation may result in deforestation. The more we cut down trees to build or to construct, okay, it leads to deforestation because we cut down the trees. Land degradation leads to deforestation through clearing of the forest areas, clearing of forest areas, okay, in building, in construction, okay, and many other things, or in mining. These things causes deforestation because the forest may be cleared either by farming, by mining, logging, or for building of houses. The forest may be destroyed, okay, by the activities of farming, miners, building of houses. All these destroy the forest vegetation and lead to deforestation. All these activities destroy the forest vegetation. They destroy the forest vegetation and lead to deforestation. Okay. Third, land degradation leads to desertification. What then is desertification? The continuous clearing of the forest over a long period of time may lead to desertification. The continuous clearing of the forest over a long period of time may lead to desertification. This is because when this occurs, grass may grow in place of forest. When a land is cleared, okay, or when a forest is cleared over a long period, let me say for 10 years, 20 years, a forest is cleared for planting or let me say for mining activities or for building. When a forest is cleared for a number of years, let me say about 10 years, okay, a time may come when we could see that only grasses grow in such areas, and if grasses grow in such areas, it may lead to desertification. This is because when this occurs, grass may grow in place of forest. When the grass are overgrazed or bent regularly, they may also stop growing. Okay, so land degradation leads to desertification because when a place is cleared for, or if a forest is cleared over a long period of time, okay, you may not see trees growing in those areas, but rather grasses, which may lead to desertification. It may lead to It may lead to desertification. Okay. Now, we have another point too. Another effect is decline in soil fertility. Decline in soil fertility. In this area, we are saying that leaching, soil erosion, as well as excessive use of chemicals such as fertilizers reduces the fertility of the soil. Okay, reduces the fertility of the soil. This is because excessive use of fertilizers destroy the microorganisms such as earthworms, millipedes, centipedes, and termites. These organisms provide nutrients for the soil, and therefore they may, and therefore when they are killed, they reduce it. They reduces the soil fertility. We are saying that we have microorganisms such as earthworms, millipedes, centipedes, and termites, and these organisms provide nutrients to the soil. Okay, saa mmoa no ɛsɛ earthworm, sonson ne saa termites. Okay, saa mmoa no millipedes ne ade no ɛno na provide nutrients. ɛno na ɛma asase na ahoɔden ma ɛma odua aburo ana odua nnɔbaeɛ ne bɔ yie. So we are saying that as we are clearing the land for mining activities, for building of houses near the adeno, some more we know they are dying off. Okay, therefore the soil is not fertile anymore. And sometimes we say no buy or baby end time bono, because the soil loses its fertility because these microorganisms are being destroyed. Okay, they are being destroyed. Okay. Point number 6: removal of vegetation and habitat for animals. Okay, we are saying that the destruction of the vegetation leads to the loss of medicinal herbs and loss of habitat of animals, putting man's life in danger since there will be shortage of water. When the vegetation is destroyed, okay, our water bodies are dried up. And we are saying that when the vegetation is destroyed, there are some herbal medicines we don't get them anymore. Okay, and we are saying that when the vegetation is being destroyed or is being cleared, okay, we lose, or the medicinal herbs are lost. Okay, are lost, and we have our various habitats for animals are also lost, because the more we clear the vegetation, the more the animals are also going far away. Okay, and we put man's life into danger because we clear the vegetation and we dry up our various water bodies. Okay, and if the water bodies are being destroyed, we are saying that it poses danger for man. Okay, it poses danger for man's life. So that is that. Point number 7: loss of agricultural land. Loss of agricultural land. Excessive mining or surface mining and sand winning. Okay, sand winning and other activities that cause land degradation leads to shortage of land for farming. Okay, the topsoil to which contains nutrients is washed away or removed. So loss of agricultural land. Okay, we lose land for agriculture. Okay, we lose land for agriculture. Therefore, we are saying that we should stop excessive mining or surface mining. Okay, sand winning. These things they cause land degradation. Therefore, we have to take note of these things. Okay. Now let's come to ways to control land degradation. Ways to control land degradation. 1. Education on the adverse effect of land degradation. Education. Okay, there should be education by the Fire Service, NADMO, Forestry Commission, and others on the need to maintain a healthy environment. This will protect the land from being degraded. So education, as you have been educated right now, it is your duty to also educate your, or it is your responsibility to also educate your parents, your siblings, okay, about how to control land degradation. Things we do, okay, things we do that destroy the land. So we are saying that education should be the utmost thing we have to do, okay. And fire service is one of the institutions that must take key interest in education. NADMO, National Disaster Management Organization. NADMO is also one of the institutions. Forestry Commission, okay, they are also there to educate us. So, as we are aware today, we have ways to control land degradation. Two, we have afforestation, planting of trees to replace the bent or cut ones. These trees will help replace the forests that have been destroyed. The leaves that will fall from the trees will make the soil fertile again. Afforestation, planting of trees. You have to make sure trees are planted. So there's a saying that when the last tree dies, the last man also dies. In this instance, we are saying that the trees give us, the various trees give us oxygen. We also provide carbon dioxide. So we are saying that when the last tree dies, the last man dies as well. Therefore, in order to protect our health conditions, we are saying that we should plant trees. Okay, you have to plant three trees. You plant three before you cut one. You plant three before you cut one. That is the law now. So let's make it as a point. And when afforestation is being done, the various soil will regain soil fertility again. Therefore, let's take. We have legislation. I told you when you mentioned legislation, something must come into your mind, and that thing is what? Passing laws. Okay, you have to pass laws to control felling down of trees or felling of trees. A law must be passed to control felling of trees. Okay, we have to ban illegal lumbering or logging. Okay, cutting down of trees in bulk. Okay, for export. We have to ban those things and enforce licenses for lumbering. Okay, we have to give people who are willing to cut down trees for other purposes. Okay, if you want to cut down trees, there's a law. It said laws must be established and licenses must be issued out to people who want to cut down trees. Okay, we are saying that we have to ban illegal lumbering and enforce licenses for lumbering. Okay, and people must control. There must be a group to control the use of what? Forest reserves. This will help protect the land from being degraded. It will help the land from being degraded. Then point number 4, encourage farmers to use appropriate farming methods. Encourage farmers to use appropriate farming methods. We have talked about these things several times. We are saying that we have to encourage farmers to use appropriate farming methods. Okay, so that the land will be safe. Okay, so we said the Ministry of Food and Agriculture must encourage farmers to use appropriate farming methods. This can be done through agricultural extension offices. This will help prevent slash and burn. Okay, so there are scientific methods of farming now. We have scientific methods of what? Farming, and these are crop rotation. Mixed farming should be encouraged. Mixed farming should also be encouraged. Crop rotation should also be encouraged. Okay. Then setting up conservation agencies to keep and maintain forest reserves. Okay. We have to set up what? Conservation. Okay. So there must be agencies to keep and maintain forest reserves, and we have them. We have the forestry commissions, Friends of the Earth, and Friends of Water bodies must be set up to control the land. The Forestry Commission should intensify that supervision is key on the forest reserve, and the law should deal with people who will go contrary to the law. Then the last one, controlling soil erosion by planting cover crops. Okay, what are some of the cover crops that we have? We are saying that in order to control erosion, we have to plant cover crops. Okay, and when we plant cover crops, it prevents the land from soil erosion. Okay, so that is that. We have brought today's lessons to an end. Therefore, hope to see you next week. There will be an exercise on the page this evening. Make sure you do them and do them well. Thank you very much.